The Trabuco Hills Mustangs football team returned to their glory days when they finished the year with the CIF championship. In defeating the San Clemente Tritons in a high-scoring affair, the Mustangs reclaimed bragging rights in their division. Today, we congratulate, honor, and pay tribute to their head coach and 3 special players. This is Coach's Corner. I'm Paul Higgins, and all the action starts right now. Hello everybody, I'm Paul Higgins and welcome to this edition of Coach's Corner. As you can tell, we do have a fantastic show. Today on location at Trabuco Hills High School in the city of Mission Viejo, right here on MVTV Channel 30 and also Saddleback's Channel 39. So we welcome you all to Trabuco Hills High School, and of course we are honoring the CIF champions, the Mustangs, as they come away in 2014 with the final game of the season against San Clemente with a 44-37 win. And in his first year as the head coach of the Mustangs, Coach Tony Henney knows how to get it done as he comes away as a CIF champion. We welcome him to the show. 3 players of his choice are going to be on the show, and first up also is Kevin McKinney, a linebacker, a senior, a captain, undecided right now, but when he does decide to go, we will update you on when Kevin and what school he will be going to in the fall. So first of all, congratulations, Coach. I know that this has got, a little time afterwards. Has it sunk in that in your first year you come away as a CIF champion?
I don't think it ever does, because I think that when you win the CIF championship, a couple weeks later you come back from Christmas break and it's time to get started on trying to win the next one. Yeah. So probably not as much as maybe it should, but obviously everybody's walking on water a little bit around here right now, so that's good. No, it's a great time, and of course it is soccer season right now, winter sports season, and the soccer team getting ready to play, so you'll see that in action as we go. But Kevin, any soccer in your life ever growing up?
I mean, not much. I mean, my sister's out on the field right now.
That's
so
cool.
Yeah. I mean, after this interview, I'll probably go watch her.
You support her like she supported you during the football season, right? Now,
every single game.
How fun was that? I mean, you guys come away with a huge win. You score a ton of points, 44 points, and you take down San Clemente, and let alone you take them down in their own field. Tell me about that whole night and what surrounded that. And I know the feeling was great, but how about the entire experience? Can you explain that?
I mean, really the feeling's unexplainable. I mean, when you're on that field, it's just time ticks by. It's like it's only freaking 48 minutes of football, and it just goes by so fast. I mean, but that last drive when they didn't have Darnold and they had their backup in, I mean, that last drive when we got the ball and we won, it was you just get that feeling. It's like you feel like a champion. Yeah.
Have you ever been on a championship team before? Because I know you played at Saddleback, Pop Warner. Any time in your career as a football player, have you been at this level and won? I mean,
in Pop Warner, or my last year in Pop Warner when I was in midget, we went to Florida for the national championship.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. Actually, our quarterback, Jimmy Jacobs, he was on my team. His dad was the head coach, and we went all the way to the championship team and championship game and lost. Yeah. But
so you know what it feels both ways.
Yeah, a little bit.
Coach, how did you end up picking Kevin to be on the show? A senior, a captain, obviously 2 great qualities, but you had a lot of guys you could choose.
I just think that Kevin is just the embodiment of what we want a Mustang football player to be. He's a captain. He's one of our only 2 guys that plays on both sides of the football. He's the guy that's going to put in the extra work and film in the classroom, in the weight room. I mean, just embodies the spirit of what we're looking for out of our players.
When you look at a player, what is value the most? Is it that athletic skill? Is it the football knowledge? Is it a great kid? There's so many things. I mean, you've been coaching most of your adult life. What kind of qualities do you look into in a young athlete, a young student athlete?
I want to look for kids that are really competitive. Yeah. I want kids that are going to, want to beat you in darts, beat you at pool, beat you at Madden, whatever the case may be. So that's what I'm looking for probably the most. I think that, obviously athleticism and all those things come into play, but I'm just looking for kids that have a desire to go the extra step farther than somebody else will to win.
Sure. What made you decide to coach? You and I talked briefly about it. You played high school football. You started to play college. You got hurt. Turned to coaching, teaching. You're teaching 4 classes here in history. You got 33 kids a class. You're a busy guy. How come coaching?
I had so many great coaches and mentors in my life that really helped me become the person that I am. And I think that sometimes I feel not obligated but honored to do that for other people. So it's just something that I don't think I could do without.
Yeah, well, obviously you're doing a great job at it. And Kevin, I asked Coach about you. What about him? How do you like him as a coach? Because first year here, what'd you think? I mean, you've been here 4 years, you got a new coach, and now you're a CIF champ.
Yeah, when he first came in, I was super excited, heard all of his background information. I'm like, this is going to be the year. Because we knew we had a great team, and we knew that we'd have a great coach. And then when I heard about his wife, it just kind of hit our whole team.
Yeah.
We're like, are we going to lose him? What's going to happen?
Right.
But luckily, him and his wife are just super strong, and they pushed through it, and we pretty much won the championship for him and his wife.
Yeah, Coach, for the people that don't know, can you share that story, if you will, if you want?
I got the job here, I think it was, beginning of February, something like that,
yeah.
And maybe late January. And at the end of February, my wife was diagnosed with breast cancer. There was probably a brief moment where we almost had to go home but she really wanted to come here and push through it. And you know, she's just been a real inspiration to me, and I think to our kids as well. I think one day a kid came out and said, "Coach, I don't think I can practice today. My back hurts." And I said, "Well, my wife, you know, is at radiation and she goes to work, but you know, you can sit out if you want." Kid walked in, got his stuff on, and came out and practiced. So yeah. I think it's just shown us all that, you know, football is a small part of things, and that, you know, things are beatable.
Yeah, absolutely. What an inspiration your family has been, right? It's tremendous. And I know that next football season is already here, and you're going to miss this guy. How do you replace somebody like him?
Well, I don't think we can really replace him. You know, we have to replace him probably with 2 or 3 guys. To be honest with you, we've got to replace him as a long snapper, as a fullback, tight end guy, and also as a linebacker. So, I mean, there's a lot to replace. I don't think you can really replace him just with one guy.
Right, and I know that you have a big decision to make. Any thoughts in mind where you might want to go, who you might want to play for, and some of the opportunities? Or,
I mean, I want to stay close to home, so I'm looking for schools on the West Coast mostly. Some of the Big Sky schools like Sac State and all them, towards the mechanical engineering, so I want to major in that.
Good for you, man.
So wherever that takes me.
Yeah, well, I know you're blessed. I know that you've been blessed with a great coach and a great environment here at Trabuco Hills High School. And I know as a captain, you're going to do some great things in football and off the field. So congratulations to you, Kevin McKinney, linebacker, senior captain for this Mustang football team. Again, CIF champions. When we come back, we'll take a look at another player. His name is Jake Breelan. He's a wide receiver on his way to Oregon. They had a pretty good year this year. We'll be back with more of Coach's Corner after this. Mission Basilica School is a Catholic parochial school with single-grade classrooms from pre-kindergarten through 8th grade.
We have absolutely the best to offer in education. We don't just educate the child academically. They are nurtured spiritually. They are guided through their spiritual journey. They are loved, every being of them.
A blue ribbon school for academic excellence, located on the beautiful grounds of Mission San Juan Capistrano, Mission Basilica School.
Why go anywhere else for your remodel project when you can find everything here at Decor and Tile? Our expert staff has years of experience which is passed on to you whether you are a homeowner, contractor, or designer. At Decor and Tile, we make your project easy with our beautiful and unique showroom filled with tile, stone, decorative glass, wood tile, granite, and quartz like Pentel, Caesar Stone, and USA Cambria. Find out why Decor and Tile is the most referred showroom in South Orange County. Come in, call, or visit us on the web today.
At Olson Orthodontics in San Juan Capistrano, they want to see you smile, and it starts from the first visit.
On my very first appointment, before I left, I knew exactly what I was getting, how much it was going to be. They were incredibly friendly, so it just made sense. It was completely at home here.
Dr. Olson does an excellent job of making his patients feel comfortable.
Well, I was just really enjoying coming here and seeing him. I love to see Dr. Olson.
Call or visit Olson Orthodontics today. Hello everybody, welcome back to this edition of Coach's Corner. Once again, we're at Trabuco Hills High School in the city of Mission Viejo, right here on MVTV Channel 30. Glad that you could join us. Also joining us right now is a wide receiver on his way to Oregon. I know that he will be deeply missed here at Trabuco Hills High School. Jake Breelan on the set of Coach's Corner. Of course, the head coach is Tony Henney. And Coach, I know that we're talking about replacing guys. This is some big shoes to fill, literally and figuratively. How do you do that? Because he did so many great things for you this year.
He did a ton of great things for us this year. One is that I think is underrated about him. He's a really effective blocker on the outside, and I think the schools will look for that to see what your effort level is when you're not getting the ball. But obviously he commands a lot of respect from the secondary and forces double teams. I think against Corona tomorrow, we catches you have two. They were like two small catches, but he was one of the most important players of the game because they would not allow him to be single team, which opened up the run game. So he's extremely valuable. I think the only way we can replace him is maybe to give some guys some stilts or hang him from the goalpost for a while or something like that.
And I'm thinking, what, Jake, 6'5", 6'6"? Where are you at?
6'5", yeah.
6'5". You still growing?
I don't think so.
No?
I'm not sure.
Now tell me about the wide receiver position at the height you are and the strength that you have. As I start this soccer ball, tell me about the ability that you have, as Coach said, to play that position and why you do play that position.
Well, I just line up on the outside and I go anywhere that he tells me to go. Like inside on the line, I'll block if I have to, even though I'm gonna have to do it in Oregon, so I got to man up and do it. But yeah, mostly the favorite ball for the quarterback is the jump ball. He just chucks it up and I just jump up and grab that because I'm 6'5" and I just jump as high as I can.
You find very many kids out there on the opposing side that have the height that you have that are in the secondary?
Probably the tallest guy I played against was like 6'3".
6'3".
So, yeah.
So when you line up, you know right away you've got that advantage.
Yeah.
Tell me about that, knowing that you had the height advantage, some great athletes in that secondary. Where does it even up, or does it even up?
The quickness of the corners, it evens up because I'm not that quick. But so like if I get off the jam quick, they'll just turn around and be right back on my hip because they're really quick, but you just throw it up to me and I'll jump up and grab it.
Now you just mentioned something extremely important because speed is a big difference in college. What is your goal now between now and of course as you get ready for summer ball in Oregon to increase that speed to catch up with those guys? Because it's a different game, right?
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna need to get faster, stronger, and bigger because I'm gonna be playing hybrid tight end, so I'm gonna be on the line and lined up outside and slot receiver, so I'll be doing it all.
Coach, is there some things that you'll work with him now to help him that, or is he on his own? I mean, are you already moving on to the next group of guys, or can you still help out Jake?
Well, I think you just try to be there for them with any questions they have or anything about what's the next level going to be like, or what things to train on in the preseason and stuff. And I think that our players know that we're an open book as far as coming to ask us and for help. I mean, obviously we're going to start concentrating on next year's group, but that doesn't mean we're abandoning our seniors. We're there to help them any way we can. Yeah,
Coach, what is it about coaching that you like as much as you do? Because I don't think a lot of people realize how much time you guys actually spend coaching. I mean, we hear about it in the pros, we hear about it in college, but they're not teaching classes. You're teaching classes, grading, hundreds of papers a month. Tell me about that and the desire and what brings that position to you.
Well, I just think it's exciting to watch, boys grow into becoming men.
Yeah.
I just think it's just a fun process to be a part of and to be a part of their lives in that special way. I don't, obviously we're not in it to make $1 million or anything like that, and so you really have to really like what you do. And I think you have to really like what you do so that the players will respond. Because I think if you're having a good time, they'll have a good time, and it's so important to just the overall vibe of practice, games, etc.
I know that you don't win a CIF championship on your own. You have so many surrounding things that contribute to it. You have your boosters, your parents, your coaches. What can you say about that big team off the field?
Oh, it's extremely crucial. Everybody's got to be all in. You can't have people, with their own agenda. And it's all got to be one family. We can't have coaches, players, parents, admin. It's got to be everybody together, all in one bunch, and they really do have that here, and I think it's even getting better. So I think it's going to be a special place.
Jake, obviously a fantastic senior year, team captain. You're going to go play football at the next level. and you're going to do some great things there. Tell me what you say to the freshmen coming in, or the sophomores who become juniors, and now juniors becoming seniors. Are you going to ever talk to those guys and give them advice? Is that your role? Do you feel is that something you can do?
Yeah, if they come up to me and ask me any questions or like what to do, of course I'll help them out and tell them what to do and everything. Yeah.
So I'm that guy. I'm a sophomore. Jake, what's your advice? How do I get ready for this second-year coach here at Trabuco Hills High School? How do we do this again? What would you say?
Listen to your coaches, work your tail off, push yourself as much as you can, and just on and off the field, you got to give it your all. Class, you got to have good grades to play, and at home, treat your parents well, everything.
What's the most difficult aspect of playing high school football?
Probably having to, if you're in like high honors classes, I guess it'd be hard, but normal classes, it's still kind of hard just to keep up with like, oh, I've practiced until 6:30 or longer, and then you have to go home and do homework, then you go to bed, and then you wake up at 6, so, but it's probably the same in everywhere else. So
I'm guessing you got a pretty good GPA.
Yeah, 3.5.
Yeah, that's great. And any, I know we got these gnats flying around. It's that time of year, right? Any sports now, right now, are you going to focus on, or are you just going to focus on football?
No, I'm just focusing on football right now.
Okay.
I'm just training and running and stuff.
Yeah, well, I'm sure you're going to do some great things at Oregon, and we'll get those Mustang flies away from here, right?
I know.
Good luck to you, and thanks for joining us on Coach's Corner. Jake Breelan on his way to Oregon, senior team captain here of the Mustang football team. When we come back, Noah Thompson, wide receiver, safety, kick returner, punt returner, and probably does the bottles and everything else that Coach needs him to do. More of Coach's Corner right here on MVTV Channel 30, right after this.
Why go anywhere else for your remodel project when you can find everything here at Decor and Tile? Our expert staff has years of experience which is passed on to you whether you are a homeowner, contractor, or designer. At Decor and Tile, we make your project easy with our beautiful and unique showroom filled with tile, stone, decorative glass, wood tile, granite, and quartz like Pentel, Caesarstone, and USA Cambria. Find out why Decor and Tile is the most referred showroom in South Orange County. Come in, call, or visit us on the web today.
At Olson Orthodontics in San Juan Capistrano, they want to see you smile, and it starts from the first visit.
On my very first appointment, before I left, I knew exactly what I was getting, how much it was going to be. They were incredibly friendly, so it just made sense. It was completely at home here.
Dr. Olson does an excellent job of making his patients feel comfortable.
Well, I was just really enjoying coming here and seeing him. I loved to see Dr. Olson.
Call or visit Olson Orthodontics today. Mission Basilica School, located in historic San Juan Capistrano, is a blue ribbon school focused not only on quality education but spiritual enlightenment, creating a learning environment that's second to none.
I love the feel of the school and what it brings.
They're wonderful kids, have great family lives. They are brothers and sisters once they reach the campus.
A blue ribbon school for academic excellence, located on the beautiful grounds of Mission San Juan Capistrano. Hello everybody, I'm Paul Higgins and welcome back to this edition of Coach's Corner. Once again, we are on location at Trabuco Hills High School talking about football. And if soccer gets in the way in the next 7 minutes, no big deal. The girls out here, they're getting ready to start. It's Trabuco taking on the El Toro Chargers. About 2 blocks separate these two schools, so this is a bit of a rival game. So we'll keep an eye on that as well, especially if they score. But joining us now, we've got Noah Thompson. As I mentioned, Coach told me all the things he does: wide receiver, safety, a kick and a punt returner. Had some track last year, baseball. You've kind of done it all, Noah. But Coach, I know that we're talking about missing players and contributing. This guy contributed to the field a lot.
Well, he does. I think he's the best player in the county that nobody really knows about. He had some significant injuries in his career that have kind of held him back a little bit, and I just think that, you know, wherever he decides to go to school, whoever gets him is going to get, I think he's a Pac-12 player.
Wow. And
so wherever he goes is going to get a heck of a football player in the future. I also think he might be possibly the future president of the United States, so I'm trying to stay in his good graces.
So what political party do we have here?
You know, I mean, whatever side is Republican.
I was going to say, you're already a politician.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm going to stick with Republican.
Hey, if you become president, will you tell me who killed Kennedy? That's all I want to know. You just call me, just text it to me one day.
Sure.
Well, he's a history teacher, so he needs to know that information.
Just text it to me one day.
Yeah.
All right.
So obviously you guys have a great relationship. You going to miss this guy?
Oh yeah, definitely. It's been a great year and been fun being coached by him and just I know learning from him, and he's one of the best. So
now, Coach mentioned maybe a Cal Poly San Luis Obispo. Where are you on that decision on what you want to do? Coach gave you a great accolade, maybe the best player nobody knows about.
Yeah, I mean, Cal Poly SLO is definitely my top choice right now, and yeah, just looking at engineering as well. So they have a great engineering program up there, and possibly looking to play football as well, and I don't hopefully compete at the highest level I can and get healed up and
Tell me about that. Coach said you had a couple injuries. Anything you want to talk about? I mean, it's.
I mean, I don't know, banged up for the whole kind of season basically. So just dings here and there.
Yeah.
Ankle.
Well, I say
shoulder.
that, Noah, because you don't leave the field.
Diseases.
Yeah. Well, you don't leave the field. Wide receiver, safety, kick, and punt return. You're in all three facets of the game. Good catch by our cameraman on that soccer ball, David Espinoza. I told you we were going to get some balls out here, right, Coach?
Are they deflated balls?
Yeah. A discussion for another day, right? But tell me about it. You're on the field a lot.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, he gets me rest here and there, but yeah, just, I don't know, looking forward to contribute however I can to the team and whatever.
Tell me about playing for the Mustangs. You win a CIF championship your senior year. Many young athletes never get that opportunity. Here you've done it.
Well, I mean, we didn't make it to CIF my freshman through junior year, so we were really looking to make the senior year count, and I don't know, just put out all on the line for senior year and finish off strong. And we had a great coach to come in and lead us through the season and bring us to the championship. So yeah, it was just a great year.
Memorable year,
and
Coach.
awesome.
And you just told me, and I was unaware of this until you just said it, back-to-back CIF champions before you came here. So this is your third one in a row. I know that, people are gonna expect this out of you? I mean, this is crazy.
Yeah, I think I was pretty.
Hey, will you guys be careful? We're trying to do a show.
I missed that one. I think I got pretty cocky after the second one, but I didn't think kind of my wildest dreams come here and win one right away. So it was pretty special.
Noah, you have a wireless mic on you. That means you can get up and get the ball. I'm wired in, so you got my back.
All right, sounds good. I got you.
I kind of got your back over there. These girls know how to play soccer, let me tell you. Coach, your thoughts about guys like this that bought into your program, and it didn't seem like you had to sell too much to these. What was the transition like?
Well, I think that anytime that a new staff comes in, there's a lot of change, and sometimes it's really tough on kids because they're used to certain rhythms and they're used to certain ways to go about things. And the kids did a pretty good job earlier of saying, okay, we want to try something new. And at first we weren't very successful, so there was kind of the, I don't know if this is working kind of deal. And around mid-season, we really just turned it around. The kids started practicing better. As we started to get more successful, they started to, the buy-in was more. So, a lot of credit goes to them to just, trusting what we were trying to teach them.
Sure. And Noah, was there a time, I know the CIF championship is a heck of a memory. Is there a time, at any individual time on this field that you had your home games on that you're like, I'm going to remember that the rest of my life?
I mean, I don't know, just every game out here playing with my brothers, basically. We got family over here, and I don't know, it was just an awesome senior season and a great way to finish it out with.
I asked Jake what he would say to some of these guys coming up. I know you didn't hear his response, but what kind of advice would you give as you leave Trabuco Hills High School to the younger players coming up through the program?
I mean, kind of just stay strong, push through the adversity, because it will hit. It hit us, I don't know, beginning of season, first game and second game we got crushed, and we just had to come back. So basically just stay strong and push through all the adversity and just give it your all.
Yeah, Coach, I know that you might know this already. I'm not sure how they're doing it nowadays. They already released the schedule. Do you know your first game of the season? I know some schools do.
We're not totally sure. There could be some movement, so I'm not sure at this time.
Yeah, when you guys go on the road, How much different is that for you as opposed to playing here? Does it matter to you as a coach? It doesn't seem like it because you've done pretty well.
I think when you go on the road, sometimes it has the ability to focus you even more.
Okay.
Because you have that bus ride time and you're not in your own familiar territory, so you have that bus time to kind of get dialed in on what's going to happen. But I think they're different experiences.
Okay. And I'm going to leave you with this, or if you leave us with this. If there's one word that describes you, what is that word?
Are you asking him or me? One word that describes me? I guess speechless right now. I don't know.
We'll talk again, right? I congratulate you. Very nice to meet you. Congratulations. Good job. Tell your girlfriend I said hello.
All right.
He's one of the guys that says he had a girlfriend on the show. He's got a lot of them now with that big smile, right?
Nah, just one.
Congratulations and good luck to you wherever you go. And I know Noah Thompson's going to do some great things. Once again, wide receiver, safety, and playing special teams. This has been Coach's Corner, our host site here at Trabuco Hills High School. We thank you for watching. We congratulate the 2014 CIF champions, the Trabuco Hills Mustangs. On behalf of our staff, I'm Paul Higgins. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next week.